I wrote down my experiences yesterday, and I find myself in a strange predicament now. After I heard the bell for the first time, my mind's been playing tricks on me. I am experiencing a phenomena I have never experienced before. I've reached my house, and I know I can't remain here long. I've been running on instinct from the moment I heard that bell. It's forced me into a position of hiding. I'm not sure how I know that, but I just know. I'm rushing, stuffing items into my backpack. I grabbed some spare clothes, food, and some knives I had in the kitchen. I need to find proper weapons. I know they're coming for me. My breath remains calm despite my heart racing, and I feel like I'm only an observer in my own body. I feel I should explain some things. After I heard the bell, my body became incredibly weak for a few seconds. I almost didn't believe it when I first heard it. It was so soft and quiet, and if I wasn't paying attention, I feel like I would have missed it entirely. Although, after the first few seconds, it felt like the bell rang deep in my mind, in my bones, through my entire body. Now, I'm not entirely sure how to explain being only an observer. I am so aware of myself, I almost feel separate from myself. My mind and my body are not one entity. I am my mind, and my body is an object I control. Then came an immense calm and uncanny sense of knowledge. I became keenly aware of myself, my surroundings, and couldn't shake the overwhelming sense of impending doom. I knew somehow what needed to be done. I bolted after that. I am almost finished with my packing when I heard an almost inaudible click in the hallway. I slowly put the backpack onto my back and turned toward the slightly cracked door of my bedroom.
They're here.
The voice startles me. My internal monologue? Is that because of the bell? Am I able to externalize my instincts into words? Questions race through me, but I continue to just react. I crouch down, calculating every small movement my body makes. I can hear quiet voices outside my house on the east wall of my bedroom. ST-637 is confirmed to be inside the residence, a man whispers. You must capture it. It is imperative that we do not allow it to escape. A man's voice comes softly through a radio.
It. Is that how you perceive me?
What is this? I feel a weight in my body I haven't felt before, and I shudder, but my body remains calm. Is someone here? My thoughts start to move faster.
Focus.
I feel a jolt in my chest and turn my head in every direction. The weight is gone. I calm down and I breathe quickly before focusing my attention back to the men outside. I recognize the voice on the other side of the radio. Howl. Howl has been my boss since I started my job. I heard the faint click in the hallway again. I pressed my bare feet into the floor. 6 men, all standing against the north wall of the hall, weighing anywhere from 220 to 260 pounds.
They'll be coming on the blind side of the door.
Stop. My hands tremble for only a second before returning to a fixed state. I begin moving carefully to the west wall and listen for their footsteps. My mind protests, but my body moves. I start to panic, but my hands don't show the slightest shake anymore.
They are moving with caution. I will hand it out to them. But it's not like this gentle chance when I already know where they are.
What's happening to me? My brain feels foggy, and I begin to panic. Despite this sinking feeling in my chest, my body never reacts, and I continue to listen. The fear builds up in my mind, and I want to say something, but I don't. They will not enter the room at the same time, Howell commands on the radio.
Perfect.
Of course, sir, the young man replies. I can hear 4 of them on the east wall. I suppose that would mean they probably have my house surrounded, making the roof my best getaway. The first of 6 men comes to the entrance, and I can feel his heart racing. He is horrified, and I'm sure Howell hasn't told him what he's up against. I'm not even entirely sure what he's up against, but I react with extreme precision. My body moves gracefully, perfectly, accurately. I glide behind the man who's decided he will be the first to enter. Whether he did that by choice or not is not my concern. I reach up, grab him by the mouth, my other hand sliding across and gripping his chin. I twist sharply and lower him gently to the ground. I wait for the next men to enter and dispose of them quickly as well. They enter quickly one after the next, and they are met with my smooth hands around their faces before meeting their end. The last of the 6 men was taller, which forced me to change my method. Upon his entry, I wrapped my arms around his torso and flipped to wrap my legs around his neck. His death would take longer than the others, but he wouldn't make any sound. I stand up and begin moving down the hall. The stairwell was just around the living room, and if I made it to the upper floor, I could get onto the roof. I press my feet into the floor once again. Nobody here. I move quickly through the house and onto the roof. I can hear the party of men surrounding my home. They have good cover, I suppose. The entire property is surrounded by trees. I'm crouched on the rooftop. Suddenly, I feel a burning sensation through my entire body. I'm paralyzed, incapable of reacting despite all of my internal protests. In my mind, I'm screaming, thrashing and begging for this feeling to stop, but my body doesn't move an inch. All I've done is react to the world around me, but I don't feel like I'm doing anything. Then I hear the strange voice again.
I'm coming for you, Howell.
Hey there, crew. It's your host, CobaltTungsten, coming at you real quick. I'm sorry about the wait between the videos. I'd meant to do this about a week ago, but as it turns out, asthma, cold weather, and overexerting yourself don't go very well together. But I am back now, and the wait between stories should be less. Thank you everyone for your patience. This story was posted to Reddit in r/nosleep by the user BestTwist7567. All the creepy soundscapes in the video were created and graciously provided by the ever-wonderful Mio and the ever-present Kevin MacLeod. If you have a story you would like me to check out or narrate, feel free to give me a holler to my Gmail, which will be posted on screen and in the description. Until I see all of you lovely people again, I wish you good days, and please stay strong, and try and stay warm and don't get sick.